Go.
Hello, my name is McKenna Gregory, and this is my third year on 8651. Wait for it. We're a robotics team located in Pearl, and my other two members are Anna.
My name is Lauren Blackshear. This is my 7th year on a robotics team.
I'm Anna Blackshear, and this is my 2nd year doing robotics, but 1st year on this team.
We are going to be showing y'all today how to do a Scratch program. Scratch program is very similar to how you do the games on your phone. So you're going to program your own game today, and Lauren's going to show how you do it, and I'm going to walk you through it. Okay? So first, Lauren, you ready?
Yes.
All right, so first you're going to click on the backgrounds icon at the bottom right of the page. All right, and next, you're going to use the blue sky background. You're going to pick that out. May have to scroll down a bit. All right, now we're going to use some sprites. Sprites are like programmable pictures. Click the sprites icon, which is right next to the backgrounds icon. And if you're having trouble keeping up, you can just pause the video and catch up. You're going to, on the sprites, you're going to select the apple, and then you're going to select the bull. Your screen should look like something like this. Now make sure you have the bull selected and we can start programming. So once you have the bull selected, click on the events and drag in the block. We need a timer, so check the timer box in sensing. Also drag the reset timer block in so it starts every time we play. Okay. To make the bull move, we need a loop, so that stops when the game ends. So grab a repeat until loop from control. Right, use a less than and greater than, less than operator to make the time limit 60 seconds. Drag the timer bubble into the operator and change the 50 to 60. Before we start telling it how to move, let's put the bull in the right place. So place the bull somewhere close to the bottom of the screen. Go back to control and drag 2 if-then loops into the repeat until loop we made earlier. Go to motion and drag a change x by function into each if-then loop. Change the bottom motion block to -10. Grab the 2 key pressed blocks from sensing and place them in the if-then loops. Change the top key to the right arrow and the bottom key to the left arrow. You just finished the bull, So you should now be able to move it freely. Hit the start flag above your project and press the right and left arrow keys to try it out. Great job. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the apple. To make sure the apple is selected, and then drag in another block. It will say the win, it will have a flag, and then clicked in the events. Good job. Now we need to track points, so we're going to create a variable. So go to variables so we can start. Drag in the show variable and set variable blocks. Rename the variable to points. All right, now we're going to check the point box so that it shows up on the screen. So you want to check your screen and make sure it says points. The apple needs to be at the top of the screen to fall. So drag it to the set Y to block and change it to 180, which is at the top of the screen in motion. So, all right. To make the apple fall randomly, we need to give it random X value. Drag a set X block and place a pick random operator in it with -190 to 190 as the values. Now to make the apple fall, we need to drag some loops. So drag a repeat until loop and 2 if-then loops like we did with the bowl. We need the apples to stop falling at the end of the game. So drag a if greater than operator, drag the time bubble in, and set the value to 60 seconds. Next, we need a change Y by block to actually make the apple fall. Drag 1 into the repeat until loop and change the value to -7, which is a good speed. To make the apple go back to the top of the screen when it reaches the bottom, add a less than operator with an Y position bubble and set the value to -160, which is the bottom of the screen. We need to bring the apple back to the top of the screen after it falls. So add a set Y block into the first loop and set it to 180. Then duplicate it or randomization block from before and place it into the loop. When the apple touches the bowl, it needs to fall again and give us a point. Add a touching statement from sync to the second loop and change the object to the bowl. Good job. Now duplicate our reset blocks from the last and place them in our second loop. Finally, drag a change points by one variable into the top of our second loop to increase the points when you change an apple. Now we need to make sure the apple appears at the right times, so we need to add a hide block at the start of the program. Add a show block under the set Y block so that it appears again at the top of the screen, and add a hide block at the end of the program. Almost there. The last step to the top apples from falling at the end, so add a stop this script block after the hide block. We need more than one apple, so duplicate the apple twice. To make them fall at different times, we need to make two of the apples wait before falling. Place a wait block after the hide block on the second apple and set it to 0.1 seconds. The last apple needs to be a little more delayed, so click on the third apple, drag it in a wait block, and set it to 0.8 seconds. Congratulations, you just made a game. When the bowl stops moving and the apple disappears, the game has ended. Now you can look at your points and make a quick competition out of your game.
So that's how you do the program. Y'all feel free to change the sprites to whatever you want, whether you want to do a T-Rex, catching birthday cakes, or whatever. Feel free to make this your own. There's also a lot of other cool games that you can find on Scratch and that you can even learn how to make. But we hope that y'all enjoy this.
Have fun.
Bye.